Round 6 of the competition sees an Easter feast of football. Bonnyrigg take on St George, with the Saints looking to bounce back after their loss to Rockdale. The South Coast Wolves travel to take on Sydney United 58, still looking for their first win. Sutherland hosted Blacktown City FC. The Spartans look to remain unbeaten against Manly, whilst Rockdale and Marconi meet in an Easter Monday blockbuster. Plus, APIA Leichhardt clash with Sydney Olympic in our match of the round from Lambert Park. All the action is exclusive to Football New South Wales TV. This is the IGA National Premier League's New South Wales Men's 1. After a disappointing loss to Rockdale last round, St George travelled to the Bonnyrigg Sports Club looking to make amends against the 2013 champions. The Saints didn't make the most ideal start, almost going behind in the 3rd minute, but St George keeper Dion Shaw pulled off a fine save to deny Adrian Uccino. Bonnyrigg would have another great opportunity to go ahead in the 18th minute after being awarded an indirect free kick in the box. Robbie Younes fired the free kick into the wall before Tynan Diaz shot just over the bar from the rebound. Bonnyrigg would have to wait until the second half for their goal to come, but they would finally break through in the 63rd minute. Alex Chanak scored from close range after a corner was deflected into his path, finally ending St George's resolute defence to make it 1-0. St George would continue to fight, but the contest was eventually sealed in the 85th minute when Robbie Younes headed home a delightful cross from Howard Fondike. And it was all wrapped up in the 92nd minute when Bonnyrigg were awarded a penalty. Younes was ruled to have been fouled in the box, and the striker picked himself up and dispatched the penalty to grab a double and make it 3-0 on the night. So another tough loss for St George. Bonnyrigg starting to find their form again with a good 3-0 win. The South Coast Wolves travelled to the Sydney United Sports Centre under pressure and still chasing a win. Any hopes of the Wolves breaking their losing streak were made difficult in the 7th minute when Mark Sindrich opened the scoring. And it got even worse 3 minutes later as Sydney United 58 quickly added a second goal. Ante Tomic scoring a neat header. Sydney United 58 were like a runaway train early, but the Wolves hit back when Samuel Jacobs finished off some nice work. But after conceding a goal, Sydney United 58 would hit back soon after in the 34th minute, when Sheban Parrish finished well. Into the second half, and the Wolves were better organised at the back, but it would only stop the flow of goals momentarily. Mark Sindrich got his double, adding a 4th goal in the 75th minute after chipping the keeper. And then Anthony Tomelic sealed an emphatic victory with Sydney United 58's 5th goal in the 87th minute. A wonderful performance by Mark Ruden's men, cutting the Wolves to shreds. 5-1 it finished, and the loss also ended the coaching tenure of Wolves coach Richard Lloyd, who parted ways with the club soon after the defeat. Blacktown City FC came to Seymour Shore having seen their unbeaten run end at the hands of Manly United last weekend. The Sharks, on the other hand, have been involved in some thrillers in recent weeks. We're hoping for an easier night at the office. It didn't get off to the best of starts though for the Sharks, with Blacktown opening the scoring on 5 minutes, when Travis Major fired past Nathan Denham in goal after a great cross from Kieran Bacchus. The goal would bring the Sharks to life and they would soon have their equaliser. Jamie McMaster heading in a perfectly weighted Pani Nikas free kick to make it 1-1. The entertaining game brought about end-to-end football and chances for both sides, but it was Sutherland who would take the lead in the 40th minute. Perry Moustakis broke the deadlock with a powerful strike, latching onto the end of a Pani Nikas corner. It got even better for the Sharks on the stroke of half-time. Pani Nikas was brought down on the edge of the area, and the Sharks playmaker followed it up with a beautiful free kick to make it 3-1 to the Sharks. But after taking the lead to the break and holding it for much of the second half, the tide would turn significantly late in the second. Travis Major would pull a goal back in the 75th minute, scoring his second of the game from a Kieran Bacchus corner. And amazingly, Major would bring the sides level in the 83rd minute, scoring from a well-executed Matt Lewis free kick to grab his hat-trick and make it 3-3. But Blacktown City FC weren't done there. The away side were handed a penalty in the 86th minute after a rash challenge from Nathan Littler. Kieran Bacchus stepped up and dispatched the spot kick to hand Blacktown City FC all 3 points in a fairy tale comeback. So 4-3 it ended, a thriller at Seymour Shore. The Sharks will rue drop points while Blacktown City FC march on. After Manly ended the unbeaten run of Blacktown last week, they were hoping to do the same again against the only remaining undefeated side in the competition, the Blacktown Spartans. They didn't help their cause though, giving away a penalty in the 17th minute when David Gullo was brought down. Phil Macri stepped up and made it 1-0 to set the home side on their way. The Spartans would win themselves another penalty in the 36th minute. This time Corey Bigso was fouled by Joshua Lawson. Macri stepped up again and calmly converted the spot kick to make it 2 for him and 2-0 for the Spartans. Manly gave themselves some hope of a fight back in the 61st minute when Scott Balderson pounced on some sloppy Spartans defending to beat Carlos Saliadare and make it 2-1. But those hopes would only last 5 minutes as David Gullo would make it 3-1 after going on a jinking run before finishing past Dylan Mitchell. And amazingly, it would be 4-1 in the 76th minute, with the Spartans winning yet another penalty. Bigso was the victim again, brought down by Josh Lawson once more, and once again Macri stepped up, converting his third penalty and a hat-trick to end the contest. So spot on for the Spartans, job done, they remain unbeaten, 4-1 it finished at Blacktown Football Park. The final match of the round saw Rockdale take on Marconi at the Linden Sports Centre. The home side had a strong win over St George last round, but they went behind in this one when Marco Sammer scored in the 32nd minute after a cross from Jake McGing. Marconi would only hold the lead for 10 minutes though, as Taj Purcell equalised just before half-time with a long-range strike. Rockdale had a great chance to take back the lead in the 61st minute when Sean Simons was sent clear, but James Chronopoulos saved well. Rockdale continued to create chances but couldn't convert. Taj Purcell had a great one-on-one chance in the 77th minute, but the opportunity went begging. Their final chance came in stoppage time when Daniel Barach received a good cross from Purcell, but Barach couldn't convert, with the match ending 1-1. So a frustrating afternoon for the Suns. Both sides take home a point. It ended 1 apiece at the Linden Sports Centre. Time now for our match of the round as APIA Leichhardt take on Sydney Olympic from Lambert Park. APIA still chasing their first win after 4 draws, while Sydney Olympic have been up and down this season and looking to start a winning run. An important game for both sides. Let's go to Lambert Park now for all the action. So Olympic send it long. I thought Hadid had given away a free kick. He had plenty of the shirt. They play on anyway. Parisi with it. He's danger from here. Good ball from him, trying to link up. Henderson can't bring down the rebound. He'll go out for a corner. Send it down to the far post. Lob's there. Bobbing around. Oh, Henderson has to make the save. So Henderson will just send it long. Route 1 stuff from Olympic. Comes forward to Gaitatzis. Here's a chance. Oh, not too far away. APIA being a little bit casual at the back. They'll get away with it. Oh, that's a lovely ball from him. Oh, here's Fogarty. Great chance for APIA. Oh, big save from Henderson. Fogarty again. Henderson saves again. Oh, here's a chance for Mayora. Oh, how didn't it go in? How did APIA not open the scoring? Olympic rush to take the throw in. We are still without a goal here at Lambert Park. Gaitatzis trying to create something. He'll win back possession here. He goes down. He'll get a free kick. Here is Harris Gaitatzis. Whips it in. Oh, off the bar. Not too far away from our opening goal. Centimetres in it. Gaitatzis has given it away. APIA will just clear their lines for now. Here is Mayora. Does well to hold possession. They'll get a throw in. Mayora takes. Sends it straight back to Olympic. Now APIA come up with possession. Still searching for the opening goal. Cross comes in. Oh, it's opened up here for Warren. Great finish. 1-0 to APIA. And the former Sydney FC defender has come up trumps. We know his quality and he's shown it there. Great overlapping run, and you only have to give him half a chance and he'll do the rest. Look at this again. Great finish. Henderson is well beaten and APIA have the lead here at Lambert Park. Gaitatzis again trying to ignite something. Been second best for much of the night Olympic. Here is Danaskos. Going on a jinking run. Finds his way into the box. He cuts it back. Here's a chance. It's a goal. Evan Kostopoulos, the man, with the simplest of tap-ins, but Danaskos did all the work. Lovely positioning by Kostopoulos. And Bazzi is well beaten and we're level. And Kostopoulos makes APIA pay for some lax marking in the box. Simple finish, 1-1. APIA have possession now though. It's broken down for the moment. Warren, he'll take it back to Bazzi. And Bazzi's dealt too long here. He's in trouble. Oh, and he's taken out Hatzimartis. This could be big trouble for APIA. Referee coming over to confer with his linesman. Certainly didn't look good on first viewing. It looks like he's going to give a penalty here. Bazzi protesting, but there it is. It's a penalty. That's a huge decision in the makeup of this game. And when you see the replay, well, you can see what Bazzi's trying to do, but he's certainly got Hatzimartis. It's a penalty. It'll be Gaitatzis from the spot. And he scores. Great penalty from him. Doesn't he deserve a goal tonight? He went very close, but a well-taken penalty, and Olympic are ahead. And aren't they happy about it? Lovely taken penalty. Bazzi went the right way, but it had enough power and enough direction, and Olympic have the lead. Can they kill the contest now? Here is Kostopoulos going down that right. Trying to fashion a cross. He's done well to hold off three defenders. Here's Shirai. Send it to the far post. Olympic have some numbers around the box. Starting to look dangerous. Deflected. Here's Godoy Basker. Still going, Godoy Basker. Still going and finding the back of the net. That should kill the contest in the final seconds. And Chris Godoy Basker with a fine finish. Bazzi's beaten again. And Sydney Olympic lead by 3-1. Been a pretty clinical performance. And in the end, it's Sydney Olympic 3, APIA Leichhardt 1.
Oh, look, a lot of character. It's been building the last couple of weeks. We've had a little bit of a disruption with Kyriakos coming to the club, which was a little bit unfortunate because a player of his immense knowledge and ability has been fantastic. But unfortunately, with a very young side, you can have a very positive impact or a very negative impact. And, you know, unfortunately for us with the kids, they got carried away with it. They got excited, the young guys, and it didn't work out the way we planned. So we started well, the first game of the season against Sydney United. And then, you know, the last 2 weeks now, especially, you know, last week and this week, building slowly, and the boys are playing some good football.
It was a game of two halves. We were a better team in the first half and we took the lead. We missed a couple of chances. In the second half, Olympic dominated and deserved the victory.
You still are looking for that first victory of the season?
Yes, That's our second home defeat. We seem to draw away from home and lose at home, and we have to change that, and we have to change it quickly.
Well, that's all we have time for this week's show. For all the latest information concerning the IGA National Premier League New South Wales Men's 1, including full table and fixture list, head to the website nplnewsouthwales.com.au. Make sure you join us next week for another blockbuster match of the round. Blacktown City FC meets Sydney Olympic at Lily's Football Centre. See you then.